When I was a little girl, my mom used to tell me all the time that there was a thin line between love and hate. And while I was mature as fuck as a little girl, mentally and physically, that meant different things for me at different times in my life. But the overarching theme is that there are going to be a lot of folks who straddle the line, and many of them don't even do it consciously. It's like their spirit is telling on them, and just as much as they think they love you, they'll hate you. And just as much as they think they hate you, they actually love you. So I want to talk to my folks who are in the limelight. What I mean by that is you could have a heavy social media preference. You could be in a industry that is very public, okay? Or you could just be in the public eye often, right? So a while ago, for those of you guys that are heavy on social media, most sites introduce stories or some earmarked way for you to see who your viewers are. And for many of you, it changed the game because it's like now you know who's watching you. I remember when I first got on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I remember when I first got on Twitter, and I remember when we could see views, right? Who's viewing your tweets on Facebook, who was viewing your profile. There were even apps that were created for you to see, or sites that were created for you to see these very things. And it changed the game to a certain degree on social media because you realize that not everyone who wants to be a friend is supporting you, and not everyone who follows you is following you for the reasons that you think. Okay? And it's interesting because you start to come to the realization that, so-and-so is constantly watching or viewing my content. But, they never engage. They never interact. They don't say much. But they know every post that I've made. They know everything that I have created. And yet, here we are. So then the block button became this huge thing. I remember there was a time where I didn't block people, right? I did not block people. I would give them the benefit of the doubt. I would unfriend folks and, have to have the conversation after sometimes years of inactivity as to why I would unfriend them or unfollow them. And I would think, well, how would you even know that I've unfriended you or unfollowed you? You didn't care all these years or all these months or all these weeks when I was trying to engage you. And now that I've taken away that possibility, it's World War III. And then I started remembering what my mom told me. What she told me about it being a thin line between love and hate, right? So as I go on, and she's no longer here, and I start looking at my own healing journey after having to do away, to lose out on a lot of things, or to get rid of a lot of things that no longer serve me. The notion of monitoring spirits came into my purview. I remember my favorite healer. She had said something about monitoring spirits, and I perked up because I'm like, whoa, I've never heard of that concept before. But intuitively, my intuition clicked on like a light bulb, like, what a monitoring spirit is. It's those people, it's those energies that are always aware of your every move. And yet they don't support you. They don't clap for you. They don't encourage you. But they gotta see what the fuck you doing at all times, okay? For whatever reasons. It could be comparison. It could be envy. It could be jealousy. It could be a lot of things. But the reality is, at the end of the end and beginning of the day, okay, they don't support you. And so the message here is very, very clear, okay? Stop fucking worrying about those people. Because I was watching a TV show yesterday, and these two guys were arguing because one had blocked the other They were friends on a show, and one of the guys didn't understand why he had been unfollowed and blocked. And, you know, he confronted the guy, and of course, you know, the guy tried to sort of manipulate him into thinking that, oh, well, you know, I have thousands of friends, and, you know, we've not had any activities, so I just mass unfollowed and blocked people. And I say all that to say this, is that there's always going to be people who are watching you, and watching you for the wrong reasons. Watching you for self-motivated reasons, okay? They'll never applaud you, all right? They'll never truly commend you for anything unless they're comfortable in what they are commending you for. Those are sometimes the people that be like, oh, I saw your little X, Y, and Z. Oh, that's cute, your little relationship. Oh, I see you doing your little, you know what I mean. You know who I'm talking about. But you can't be concerned about those people. Because when you find yourself so distracted by what those people are doing or not doing, you forget to honor, all right, and engage the folks who are actually supporting you, who are actually trying to show you love, who are trying to get to know you, who are there for all the right reasons. Okay? Now, I'm a blocker now. I don't give a fuck. If you even act crazy, or I think you acting crazy, you might get blocked. And that's what I do for my own sanctity, for my own peace of mind. I don't need people around me who just want to be in the know, who want to be aware of what I'm doing to judge me, or to straddle that line between love and hate. And yet you are interested in everything that is going on with me, but you're not truly interested in me. If it's going to compromise my peace, if it's going to place me in a position of disdain or have me lower my vibration, I don't need that type of energy. And you know, every time I do it, every time I let someone go or unfollow them, or, you know, sometimes you have glitches. And sometimes the site itself will unfollow. It does happen. Not everybody's out here gaslighting and lying. It happens. But you have to use discernment. Because one thing I'm not going to do is argue because you didn't give a fuck. And now that you're no longer having access to me, it's a problem. Oops. Look at that. Broke my earring. It's an easy fix. Don't worry about it. See how many things can try to distract you away from a message that needs to get out? But this motherfucker's getting out. Do not worry about those people. Do not consume yourself wondering why those people don't rock with you. They don't rock with you because you make them uncomfortable. They don't rock with you because you are bigger than what they would allow their expectations that they've placed upon you to be. You don't need that. And you don't got to do like me. You don't got to block them. You don't even got to unfollow them. But you need to take your attention off of that shit. Because they're watching for a reason. Even if you never understand it, it's not your business to understand. Your business is to pay attention to those that are there for you. To the ones that comment. To the ones that treat you like you are a human fucking being. To the ones, hear that knocking? And someone's dryer. But they knocking because they can't get in. And many of them have created multiple social media pages so that they can still see what you're doing. Don't worry about them. Just don't give it energy as well. I love y'all.